Hi everyone, welcome back to Dimitra's Dishes. So today I'm going to teach you how to make chicken kapama, which is basically braised cinnamon chicken. It's going to be in a nice sauce. It's going to be delicious, served over pasta or rice. Let's go over the ingredients so we can get started. You're going to need some oregano, a little bit of sugar, an onion, some tomato paste. I have some pureed canned tomatoes over here, whole garlic, some crushed red pepper flakes, ground cinnamon, black pepper, olive oil, 2 cinnamon sticks, some salt, and a whole chicken that's cut up. So we're going to begin by seasoning the chicken, and we're going to brown it afterwards. So the seasoning is very simple. All we're going to do is put some salt on here. And this is a 4-pound chicken, so anywhere between 3.5 to 4 pounds will do. So we're going to put some ground black pepper and some ground cinnamon. So the cinnamon just goes so well with tomatoes. Cinnamon is very common in Greek cooking, especially added to tomato-based dishes. It just gives a very nice flavor. Now we're going to season the other side as well. So I have a pot over medium-high heat. I'm going to add a few tablespoons of olive oil to the pot. And now we're just going to brown the chicken about 4 minutes on each side. 3 to 4 minutes should do. And we're going to do this in 2 to 3 batches depending on the size of the pot that you have. You don't want to overcrowd it because then the chicken will not sear properly. While that's happening, I'm just going to finely chop this onions. Onions are ready, and then I'm going to finely grate over a microplane these 2 cloves of garlic, so these can be ready to go as well. So we're done browning the chicken. Now it's time to add the onions to the pot. Make sure that you reduce the heat to low so that way they don't burn. And we're just going to cook these over medium-low heat for about 10 minutes or until they're nice and soft. Once the onions cook down and they soften, we're going to add the grated garlic. And since it's grated, you don't want to cook it through too much, otherwise it'll burn. Now we're going to add the chicken back in the pan, or in the pot, I should say, with all of the juices. You don't want to waste any of those juices. Now I'm going to add the tomato sauce. This is the pureed canned tomatoes. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And tomato paste is just going to deepen that flavor. Now I love crushed red peppers, so I'm going to go ahead and add some crushed red peppers. Crushed red pepper flakes, that is. A little bit of dried oregano. 2 cinnamon sticks. And I'm also going to go ahead and add about a teaspoon of sugar. You can leave it out. You can also substitute honey if you like. And I'm going to put a little bit more salt in here. And I'm just going to give everything a nice mix. So once it comes to a boil like the way it is right here, I'm going to reduce the heat to low, and I'm going to cover it and let it cook for an hour. After that, we're going to move on to the next step. After an hour, remove the lid of the pot, increase the heat to medium, and then let it cook for another 30 minutes. Make sure monitor it and stir it so that way it doesn't burn on the bottom, just until the sauce thickens. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. After 30 minutes, the sauce thickens really nicely, and it is going to continue to thicken a little more as it sits. I've chopped up some fresh parsley, and I'm just going to put that in there and just carefully give it a mix, or you could even kind of shake it in. Try not to break the chicken. It's going to be really tender and almost falling off the bone. And now it's time to serve it. So I'm going to go in and taste the seasoning. That cinnamon and tomato just go so nicely together. The salt is perfect. The sauce is not too acidic, but if it was, you could go in and add a little bit more sugar. I would recommend that you taste it before the last 30 minutes of cooking because there's still a lot of sauce in there, and you can adjust the seasoning to your liking. So now it's time to serve this. So I like to serve it over pasta. Any pasta you like, just boil it. Boil it until it's al dente. I like to sprinkle it with some grated Parmesan cheese. Use any cheese you like. And then I'm going to put some of the chicken with the sauce on top. You can serve this over pasta, with rice, some potatoes. Mashed potatoes are really nice with this too. You know, any which way you want, just like that in a bowl with some toasted bread. I mean, really, however you want to serve it, go ahead and serve this. This is a perfect family style meal. I'm going to go ahead and taste this. The chicken is so tender. All those flavors come together beautifully. You'd be so surprised how nice cinnamon goes in this. It might be a little bit strange for some people, but let me know if in your culture you cook with cinnamon in savory dishes, not just in sweet. Let me know in the comment section down below. So now the recipe, as always, is on the website www.dimitrasdishes.com. It's also in the description box down below. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If there's anything that you want to learn how to make, I'll try and get to it as soon as I can. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes, us.